Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Darleen for those of you that are new to my channel, and for those of you that have been watching, welcome back. In today's video, I'm just gonna go over our experience with my 9-month-old testing positive for the vid or whatever you want to say. This is just my experience and what we went through when he tested positive. So he started showing symptoms. He had a fever, he was not comfortable, he had a cough, runny nose, stuffy nose, and we knew that he was very uncomfortable because he couldn't fall asleep. He kept moving, he's putting his head up, back down, head up, back down, coughing. So we decided to make him a doctor appointment for the next day. We took him in, he was pretty sick. He didn't look very happy. He wasn't comfortable. He did have a fever. His respiratory rate was pretty fast. It wasn't alarming, but it was definitely faster than we would like it. We definitely knew that he was fighting something pretty hard. At the doctor's appointment, they tested him they did like a swab for RSV, the flu, and COVID, and was all together in that one swab. And the doctor said, as long as he is not dehydrated or having really hard time breathing, that's when they would kind of think about hospitalization. So she checked him for everything. He was pulling in a little bit on one side on his rib cage. So she wanted us to come back the next day just to make sure that his breathing had not worsened. So that's pretty much what they did at the doctor's appointment. So that night, I kind of would keep him on my chest. I would be elevated myself and had pillows propped around me with him on here. I know some of you are gonna say co-sleeping, especially like that, is super dangerous. But for us at that time, while he was fighting that illness, worked really, really well. I was able to make sure he was breathing. If he would have a cough spasm, I was able to hit his back and kind of comfort him back to sleep. I could nurse him if I needed to. So it worked perfect for us. So you do whatever works for you and baby. That makes sense. So that night, like I said, it was pretty long night just because he would wake up, he wasn't comfortable. If he had a fever, we would give him some Tylenol, especially he was like warm to touch. I would put a cool rag on him to kind of relax him. He was pretty stuffy and runny, like I said, so we would do like the saline drops in his nose and then suck his boogers out with the nose Frida. That was really, really helpful to get all that mucus out. So you can definitely use that. I suggest it. I know some parents don't like to use it just because you are actually sucking their boogers out with your mouth. There is a filter in there. It doesn't bother me. So if that doesn't bother you, then I suggest to definitely get the nose Frida, but make sure to put saline drops in their nose before. So that really, really helped. We did Pedialyte popsicles to kind of cool him down, make him comfy. He could also kind of munch on that. So we did all that. And like I said, the doctor wanted to see him the next day just to make sure that his breathing hadn't gotten worse. So we took him in. She was like, oh my gosh, he looks so much better already just by his body language. He was smiling, he's laughing again. Of course, he is still sick, but he was a lot better than the day before. I felt better. Of course, we didn't have the results in yet at the time, so we didn't know what it was. If it was just a cold, the flu, COVID, or vid, or whatever you want to say it is, we didn't know what it was at the time. So brought him back. We did the same exact thing. She just said to make sure that he is getting lots of fluids. Of course, maybe he wasn't feeling very well or his throat was sore, so he wasn't nursing as well as he usually does, and he wasn't drinking water out of his bottle as great as I wanted him to. He would kind of just push it away and didn't really want it. So what I did is I got a syringe, like you would give Tylenol or the medicine or whatever, a syringe, and I would syringe him water in his cheek so he would kind of be forced to drink water. And I think that really helped him to stay hydrated because he wasn't feeling it, but I was not gonna let him get dehydrated, not on my watch. I felt like I had control over this, so I would kind of just syringe him some water every so often, every 30 minutes, every hour. Every time I change him, I would just keep syringing some water. I would have him sitting up just so he wouldn't choke on the water. I'd have him sitting up and then he would drink it. And then of course I would continue to nurse him. If he would tolerate it, that kind of stuff, just continue to give him good food fruits, veggies. I think we gave him oatmeal, just anything that he would tolerate and eat. We would keep giving that to him, and lots of love and cuddles. It made me feel better when we took him into the doctor and she said, he's already looking good, he's already getting better. I was like, okay, yes, he is. He's gonna get over this. He's fine. And then I think we got his results 4 days after they first tested him. So we didn't know until he was already like almost 100% by that time. Then I got his results. And I remember just feeling kind of emotional when I first saw that he tested positive. I kind of felt like that mom guilt, like, what did I do wrong? Should I not have taken him this place? Or who did I have over this, all this stuff? Are we gonna get it? Is my toddler gonna get it? You know, you start swarming all these things that could go wrong or that you did wrong. I just want to say that if your baby gets sick, whatever it is, it's not your fault. Viruses, illnesses, all this stuff just happens and you can't control it. So just know that kids are pretty darn resilient to any kind of illness or sickness that they get. They can pretty much get over it. They are so resilient. Even at such a young age, my baby, it was only 9 months when he got it, and he got over it in like 2 to 3 days, which is amazing. I'm just very thankful that he got over that so quickly, and that we didn't get it, or maybe we did, I don't even know. But I just wanted to kind of share my experience with it. We pretty much treated it like any other respiratory illness. Whatever it was, that's how we dealt with it. If he had a fever, we would give him Tylenol and a cool rag on his head. If he was coughing, we were, kind of hitting his back and making sure that he was getting all the mucus out. Runny nose, we were doing saline. Dehydration, we were doing Pedialyte popsicles and lots of water. So anything like that, it wasn't like a huge deal because it had this scary name on it. We just treated it like whatever it was. So I just kind of wanted to share my experience with that to either help you if your child has tested positive, that it's going to be okay. As long as they don't have any other medical things that are going on, they should be able to fight this, because like I said, kids are pretty darn resilient and will fight really good. Even though their immune systems are so little, they can really fight through anything. And he's doing really good now. No fever, no coughing. He's back to normal. Happy baby. So I just kind of wanted to share my experience, or our experience, with that. I'm just glad that I got the results way after he was already feeling better. So then I was like, he's already feeling better. I'm so glad that I didn't get these results, because then I probably would have freaked out. This video was just made for also peace of mind for all the mamas out there. I just want you moms to feel okay with taking baby out and having fun and living life, because this was just our experience. Yes, it was hard for those couple days, but we got through it and pushed through. So that was just our experience with baby testing positive. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video.